Despite the push towards SUVs, the best luxury cars you can buy are still traditional four-door limousines.
These long wheelbase models are built with comfort and luxury at the core of their designs, and with that comes loads of high-tech equipment, plush interiors and world-beating ride quality.
This new Mercedes S-Class is an update of its predecessor, and it's had a thorough revamp, with a new engine and much more technology in the cabin.
The facelift will help it to take on the BMW 7 Series, a car that is similarly laden with the latest technology.
These two luxury rivals have been battling it out for decades, but which will come out on top this time?
The Mercedes S-Class is known as a tech leader in the car industry, and it's a halo model for the brand with the latest technology developed here trickling down to the rest of the range. This latest facelifted model features new bumpers, lights and a fresh grille, but more importantly, there's also an updated powertrain.
These cosmetic updates mean the car looks a little fresher, but there's nothing revolutionary there. The key change in terms of engineering is a new straight-six diesel engine, which replaces the V6 in the previous S350D model.
The old V6 motor was powerful and quiet, but this new unit is even better.
It's refined even when it's under load and has all the power you'd ever really need, plus it's also smoother and more enjoyable than the outgoing V6.
It has 282 bhp and 600 Nm of torque available from just 1,200 revolutions per minute, so there's enough grunt to feel suitably effortless on the road.
It's a little more powerful than the 261 bhp engine in the 7 Series, although the BMW's engine has a higher maximum torque figure of 620 Nm.
In most of our performance tests, the S-Class was only a fraction behind the BMW, despite its curb weight of 1,990 kg, meaning the Mercedes is 120 kg heavier than its rival in this shootout.
From 30 to 50 miles per hour in fourth gear, the S-Class recorded 3.7 seconds, but the lighter BMW was much faster and did it in just 2.9 seconds.
Both have fantastic performance, though, and are built for effortless motorway cruising.
The 9-speed automatic gearbox is also very smooth, so even when it is kicked down to accelerate there's little hesitation.
It also helps the engine sit at just 1,250 revolutions per minute at 70 miles per hour, keeping things quiet on the motorway.
Our test showed that the S-Class was quieter at that speed than the BMW by 2 decibels, and even at 30 miles per hour it was significantly more hushed, too.
The Mercedes plush interior doesn't look as modern as the 7 Series, with a more traditional design, but material quality is top-notch and it's as luxurious as you'd expect a £75,000 plus car to be.
Along with its long list of standard kit, our car had the £5,000 rear seat package that adds individually reclining rear seats, as well as an incredible level of entertainment features.
The BMW 7 Series has been competing with the S-Class since the 70s, and while these two models are unrecognizable from their grandfathers, the rivalry remains.
With its superb driving position, well-controlled chassis and strong performance, the 7 Series is a better driver's car than the Mercedes, but there's less of a difference than you might expect.
That's because the S-Class is better to drive than ever while still being comfortable, and the BMW is more comfortable than ever while still being good to drive, so the two have converged towards the same ground.
The 7 Series 3.0-liter 6-cylinder diesel is smooth and powerful, and although it's a little less potent than the S-Class new engine, the BMW's lighter curb weight helps keep it competitive with its limousine rival here.
In our track tests, the BMW put in a strong performance, beating the S-Class in nearly every in-gear test.
The 7 Series took just 2.4 seconds to go from 30 to 50 miles per hour in third gear, 0.2 faster than its rival, and just 3.7 seconds to cover from 50 to 70 miles per hour in fifth gear. Yet ride quality and comfort are arguably more important here as long as there's adequate performance, which there is in both models.
There's very little to separate the BMW and the Mercedes, because in the 7 Series Comfort Plus mode the damping is ultra plush and super smooth, just like in the S-Class.
However, the BMW's body and wheel control is just a little tighter, which brings benefits in terms of handling. On smooth roads it's not quite as flowing as the Mercedes, although there's really not much between them.
Refinement is brilliant and both gearboxes are superb, shifting with such smoothness that you often won't realize they've changed gear at all.
The BMW's transmission is sharper when you're driving quickly, and responds with more urgency if you need to shift up or down in a hurry.
Inside, the BMW feels more modern than the Mercedes does, thanks to a simpler design using metal rather than wood as a core part of the look.
Quality is easily a match for its rival and there's just as much high-tech equipment as standard, although the gesture control for the infotainment is a frustrating gimmick really.
There's the same level of multimedia in the back because our car had the 4,815 pounds rear seat comfort package.
There's as much space and tech inside as the S-Class as a result.